rain, thunder and lightning and waves. A hurricane roared and raged through the night. Oh, hello there, readers. I was just reading a just right book for me. And in our reading lesson today, our mini lesson, I'm going to teach you how to find a just right book for you on your level. Now, during our reading lessons, us teachers will teach you a mini lesson, and it is your job to transfer that lesson into your own reading and apply it. So today, we're going to learn about a just right book. And for me to teach you about this, I'm actually going to be bringing up something smelly and gross. It's a slipper. So think about a slipper. Where, if I wore these out in public, where would that be like super weird and awkward? Like think in your head. I'm thinking to school, to Nate and Erin's birthday party, maybe a wedding. Okay, my point is, can you wear a slipper all the time? No, you can't. Sometimes you can wear it like in your bedroom or at home, but all the time? No way. Now, the reason I'm talking about this weird slipper like that is because that's very similar to when you read a book that's way too easy for you. Now, to know a book is way too easy for you, you speed through it, you're not thinking about it that much, right? All the words you know, you're not challenging in ideas. It's not good for you to read easy books all the time. Of course, once in a while, it's good to treat yourself. It's comfy, right? It's fun. Same thing with Doritos, right? You can't eat Doritos every single day, but you can treat yourself sometimes to an easy book. Now, same thing goes for these bad boys. Miss Moran has tried her hardest to wear these, but always falls or just is really uncomfortable. And I compare this to a book that's way too hard and above my level. So, for example, when I was in 3rd grade, Harry Potter was huge and I wanted to read it so badly. But I wasn't ready to read it yet. I would read a page and realize I didn't know what I read. I had to read it over. There were so many words I didn't know. I ended up having my mom read it to me because I really wanted to know it. It was just not my level yet. I needed to wait a little bit longer and read more books that were on my level. Like a sneaker, right? You can wear it on many occasions. And there's still room to grow in it, right? I can grow a little bit more just like as a reader. You're always growing more and more and more. The more books you read on your level, the higher you'll get and the more challenging books you'll be able to get. So you always want to go for that comfortable sneaker type of book, your just right book. Now, I want to talk about how to know if a book is just right. So in the beginning, I was reading one of my favorite books. It's called The Wild Robot. And I was reading it with expression. So let me open up a random page. Let's see. One time they came upon a bear fishing in the river, and Roz whispered, "You know what to do." Bright Bill flew up and away. Chit-Chat scurried home. Notice how I'm reading with expression. When they're talking or using dialogue, I'm giving them voices. That's a great way to know that a book is not too challenging for you, and it's kind of exciting. Now, if it's not a just right book for me, I might sound something like this. One time, they came upon a bear fishing in the river, right? We call that robot reading, right? If you are robot reading out loud or even in your head, you know it's like a heel. It's just too difficult. Now, for me, I know sometimes you're like half paying attention or maybe the book's not that interesting. That's another way you can tell if it's not right. You can't retell what happened. So if Miss Moran said, Lily, tell me about what you just read about today. And she went, I would know it was just not a right book. And sometimes when you read, it doesn't make sense. It might be too hard. All right, so for a just right book, you read with expression. You can retell or summarize in giant steps, and it's super interesting, okay? You're not going to find a just right book if you're not interested in it, okay? So if you're really interested in science, you probably should start looking in a science book to find that just right book, okay? You always want to read things outside of your interest too, but it helps you to get hooked into a book, okay? So that way you can retell it in giant steps, and it's fun, right? All right, 4th grade readers. Now what you're going to do, since you watched the lesson video, you are going to take a short assessment quiz. Okay, so you're going to click on the Google form, and when you do that, you're going to answer some questions based off today's lesson. When you are done, make sure you click See Results so you can see how your answers compared with the correct answers. Okay, make sure this is a learning experience. Tomorrow, we will get a lesson on epic reading and learn how to explore that amazing site with thousands of books so you can find your own just right book. All right, have fun.